Very important. Very important. I think we've had a desire to stay on schedule and be better in first and second down, really first down. And man, those guys up front, they played their tails off. Um, really good in the combo blocks and getting movement in the run game. And then Saquon being Saquon, when he had those opportunities, he took the most, um, made the most of them and take advantage of them. And then Tank coming in and you know running as hard as he did. I think those things kind of when you're able to run the ball efficiently like that, it kind of gives you a flow a bit. And so proud of how we were able to run the ball, and I'm proud of how we were able to make plays and win in the red zone and take advantage of those opportunities there too.
When Saquon goes 65 yards on the second or third play of the game, I mean, what does that do for the psyche of the team? Did it feel a little maybe like last year when he was able to do that consistently?
We're not looking at I definitely don't look at it that way. It's about looking within and saying, well, what can we be better at? And I've used the word leverage. How are we leveraging ourselves? We came out and we did some different things that we hadn't done before, and Saquon hit it with a full head of steam. Those guys blocked it up front, and Take did the same. And so we just want to have that balance. Want to be able to utilize every piece of what we have, whether that's in the spread, whether that's under center, um, however it is. 12 personnel, 11 personnel, 21, 13. Just being able to go out there and present these different things and have variations off of it.
Now that there's been more under center for a few weeks now, how does that help you? How does that help that balance, especially with the running game?
I think when you have more variety and you have different variations of what you do, you definitely can build off of that. And so I think the best of them usually are able to attack people in different ways, and they can pick their poison in that. And I do think that element of what we do, it has always done something for us. And we just want to continue to build off of that. I enjoy being under center and being able to complement things within our run game and find a flow. But ultimately, I think it's about finding a flow in what you do. It's not necessarily, you stick a guy under center or you're playing from the shotgun or you're in the pistol. It's about what are you doing when you're under center. How are we leveraging what we do? How are we leveraging the guys? What guys, what spots are we putting guys when we're in these different positions? And so we just want to continue to build off of it. Obviously, a big time for us is always going into the bye week and being able to assess that and have a reset a bit and build forward.
When you're without your top receiver, how does that change the game plan?
Well, I point towards those guys that came in and stepped up and made big time plays when a number was called, and it's definitely a different rhythm because you get a flow of playing, with AJ and Smitty and Dallas, and you have your crew. The way that they stepped in, Jahan made that big time play towards the end of the game, kind of put a dagger in the game. Coop just going out there and kind of knocking the dust off a bit. I know he hadn't been available. Mitch out there playing hard, and then obviously Smitty. I think all those things are good, but when you're able to run the ball like we did, it creates more of a balance and free will of how we attack people.
Evolution, Jay. When you have a new offensive coordinator, which you've had, 7 in the last 8 years, it takes a while for not just you, but the entire offense to sort of find that flow and that rhythm. And I think it was Jordan said we had to figure out what we can do and what we can't do with this team.
Well, I don't think there's anything that we can't do. It's a matter of are we working towards it and working in it the right way. So I look at it that way. And then to your initial question, there's always that period where you go through it, and as a quarterback, I embrace that, and it's obviously my responsibility in it. I will be the first one that everyone looks at with that, and that's something I accept, but it's a collective in that and trying to build it out. And there's a natural kind of onboarding and processing period of putting things together so you can be what you want to be. And so there's a culmination of time, experiences together, and then communication that you all merge together. So you can get it to where you want to be. And as I've said, you know, you look at the different years that we've been, different years that we've played ball. You know, you go from 21 to 22, you got the, you got the same chefs in the kitchen, and then every other year after that is different, and there's always a period of trying to figure things out a bit. And so that's something that I've accepted throughout my career at this point, and I know what it is. It's just having a relentless mentality, a relentless approach, and enduring, the times where you are getting there to where you want to be, because it's always there. It's just got to be persistent in it.
As you are able to get into this with Kevin, what stands out to you most about him as an OC and a play caller?
Well, I think he's gained confidence and gained assurance in what he sees and what he believes as time has gone on. And so again, I look at how are we helping him? How are we playing penalty free? Are we mastering the things that take no talent? Are we getting in and out of the huddle? The little things that can help all of us and help the play caller find the rhythm in what he does. And so we're very critical of that. I'm very critical of that. That's always something that I'm talking about. But we just want to continue to build. And he's been rolling.
With the red zone this year, what has Dallas added to this particular system? Never caught this many touchdowns in the year.
Well, I think he's a hell of a player. He's a big time target, and in a sense, he's due. He does a lot of dirty work in this offense, and we've had a lot of different opportunities that we've always had within, I guess, Nick and the OCs that have come over time that just haven't got called. So some of those things are getting called, and he's taking advantage of those opportunities. And I think KP kind of has a really good feel in the red zone.
You guys have said for the last few weeks that you are getting close to having a breakout game. What was kind of like the difference today, do you think? And I mean, is that a culmination of your belief that yes, you are getting close to having a game like this?
Well, we're always becoming. We're always in this process of becoming. It's the reality of it. The goal is to be playing your best ball at the end of the season, and there's a process that you have to go through to get that. There are going to be tests along the way, but you have to embrace those challenges as they come, and I think we do that as a group. And so there's a focus to do that. And you saw a lot of guys make big time plays today and step up in different roles that they traditionally are not asked to do so. Brett taking full command up front, leading the way. That's you couldn't ask for anything more when he comes in and he does that. He knows the game. He knows what we do, and all those guys out wide doing the same thing. And so just want to continue to play clean ball. I can't talk about the running backs enough, how they played. It's just playing team football and playing together, really playing together, having a bit of mesh and flow to what we do.
After a perfect QB rating last week, after a perfect rating last week, you have 4 touchdowns today. That matches a career high. Are you heating up? Are you playing your best ball? How would you explain that?
Definitely got to work, a lot of work to do. I think the best is yet to come.